All right, let's talk about this new Trippie Redd EP or LP. It's 7 songs, so I'm not sure what it's technically considered, but I know a lot of people are gonna hate on it just because it's Trippie Redd, but yo, I actually messed with it heavy. Now, some of the songs were actually already leaked prior by himself on like a secret SoundCloud, even though everybody figured it out. But you know, a lot of the Trippie Redd songs, it's not a Trippie Redd album like Lewis said on the IG if it doesn't leak like at least 2 weeks ahead of time, or a week, because all these songs leaked like 3 days ahead of time. So I guess people just rip it from the streaming platforms. But regardless, we already got like Pray For Us, Van Cleef Island, Okay Cool, and I think maybe Yo Pierre Slime, I'm not entirely sure, but he previewed that as a snippet. And of course it is produced by the boy Pierre Bourne. So even though he blackballed himself, it looks like he's back with Trippie Redd. Pause. Because they reconciled. I think Trippie said that his beat was like 120K this time. I highly doubt it. Pierre's stock went down a little bit, but right now it's time to buy because Filthy and Benny X got their run, but Pierre's still a GOAT. I still love Pierre, but you know how his career is doing, like he's just not in the scene as much anymore. Maybe it's because he was charging too much. I don't know what he actually charged Trippie this time though. Regardless, so the project, St. Michael White, or just St. Michael, it's named after his son, as we already discussed last night. But I have to say that I think this album actually, I know he was going in the Trip at Night direction again with a lot of the leaks, because he's with a love letter to U5. He went full on love music after dropping Mansion Music and Trip at Night, which was more electronic, futuristic, like the new rage wave, because that's what's popular right now. But I actually think that he only had like one song on this more, you know, mosh pit performance rage music, which was Okay Cool, and the kids are gonna love that, of course, because that's just, again, what's popular and trending because of Cardi or Ken, or just like the underground wave, right? And Trippie Redd was one of the pioneers of this sound, Miss the Rage, and that's why it's called rage music, because of that snippet that blew up. And then Cardi hopped on it, and of course it became popular, not because of Cardi, but you know, that just helped everything go up. So as I was saying though, I think this project actually sounds more reminiscent of Life's a Trip, in that, one, he's back with Pierre, but the Pierre song really isn't like too ragey. It's like more classic type Pierre beats where it's like chill, spacey. That wasn't necessarily the best song on the project. It was a really good one. I think that there isn't really a standout song to me other than 1716 Osage or Osage, Oscillage, whatever that word is. My vocabulary is trash, but I like that one, not because like it sonically it's anything crazier than the rest, because I think Van Cleef Island, I think Yo Pierre Slime is good. I like St. Michael Myers because that almost reminded me of like a Drake song, like the it's like What Would Pluto Do song on For All the Dogs, where it's like no, okay. And so he kind of had that kind of flow on there. It was more melodic. It was a great outro. Overall, again, I really love this project. But so 1716 Osage, he shouts out Youngboy. He even like references A Bay Bay and some other just older things that if you're listening to the lyrics, you're like, and you've been listening to rap since the 2000s or something. There's a lot of references for that. The Okay Cool, as I discussed before, more for like the performances. We got the Pierre track on there, Van Cleef Island. It almost reminded me of the chopped up samples, so kind of like Dom Corleo, maybe. I don't know if Destroy Lonely did that. I feel like Dom Corleo is really known for that, the chopped up, distorted samples of what's the song he got popular off of, Ginseng or something like that. But overall, I think it's a great project. It's not completely rage like, again, we thought he was going to go into to get back into the popular sound. I feel like he's progressing it forward, or like at least going back to his roots a little bit more. And after A Love Letter to U5, he low-key kind of needed that, because I feel like he strayed away from, I know he used to make emo rap, but that was like a whole nother level of emo. That wasn't even rap, that was just emo music, and not even emo like dark hair, makeup wearing type shit. It was like I'm in love with a stripper T-Pain type shit, but not even R&B. So as I was saying though, I love this project. People are gonna hate on it just because it's Trippie, but I think this is a step in the right direction. And it's an EP, so it's not really going to be tracked in sales, but the next project, if it keeps going on this route, I think he'll be back on track. We already talked about how Trippie Redd can make a comeback because he does make really good music. I had some criticisms for the leaks but they're all throwaways, right? They're not like official releases, where he could be a little bit more lyrical, which again, I feel like he did on that 1716 Oscillage Sausage Bratwurst song. And that was great. Really love this project. I give it like a 8.5 out of 10. Like, I really just like it. It has a lot of different vibes on there. It's got like slower, but not too slow, where again, it's like a love letter to you vibe where you're falling asleep. It feels like homework to listen to. You're like, man, just get on with it. It has some hype songs on there like Okay Cool, Van Cleef Island. It's just like feel good, up tempo, but not completely grungy, ragey, where your ears start bleeding. And I'm not cracked out all day. I just smoked a cigar, so I'm trying to chill after work. It's very versatile, if you will. And I feel like Trippie Redd, that's one of his strengths as a rapper. He can kind of do a lot of things. But y'all let me know in the comments what y'all thought about the project. I really liked it. 8.5 out of 10 for an EP. Like, if it was 20 or so tracks, can't really do that because it's easier to have higher quality tracks on like a 7-track project. But maybe that's just the move. Artists need to start dropping lower amounts of songs so you can condense just the bangers as opposed to having a lot of filler, right?